I don't know. I just had an urge to do a video. I know it's been a minute. You know, I've been going through some family business. Um, but that's on a personal note. But what I want to say is, go ahead, do us a favor, hit the like button, hit the share button, and hit the subscribe button. This is Left Side of the Brain, United Souls Network. And what I want to talk about is the reason why, excuse me for the shaky camera, sorry about that. The reason why I would rather be hated than loved. And I'm going to tell you why. With love, there comes a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? With love, there comes a lot of requirements. So in the HPB realm, when they say they love you, you gotta take it with a grain of salt, and you have to apply the HPB lens perspective to when someone says they love you. Again, love comes with a lot of requirements. And as it relates to the HPB realm, I would rather be hated than loved. Because when they say they love you, it basically means you doing something that's not right. Now, what I mean by that is they don't know that you know, like on the level that we deal upon. You feel what I'm saying? They don't know that you know. And that's why they say they love you. But if they knew, like I knew, that you know how I know you know, they wouldn't say they love you. And to stay in the in the company of them who say they love you, you end up having to sacrifice your true self. Okay? And what you will find out is they don't sacrifice who they are, but they'll tell you that they love you. And I know y'all can connect with what I'm saying, and you have felt it before. Have you ever been in a situation where a person says they love you, but that person who says they love you, they are never sacrificing themselves to be in a relationship with you? Meaning, they can keep the same opinions about life that they have. They can dress the same way. They can have the same conversation around you. But you the one that's expected to accept them for who they are. But if you were to ever open up and say what you really feel on the inside, they would abandon you, and then that love would turn into hate. So that's what I'm saying. I would rather be hated than loved because of that reason. I picked a good night to come out here, man. It's nobody out here. I said to myself before I even started recording, I said, I'm gonna just go into living mode. Sometimes you just gotta live. Just go somewhere in a ghost town or something and just walk around by yourself. As a matter of fact, I would love to visit a ghost town, like a real old Western ghost town with tumbleweed blowing down the street. Just imagine you walking down the streets of an old, dusty ghost town, walking into an old cowboy salon. What is it called? A saloon. Imagine you doing that, sitting at the bar stool by yourself. I would love to do that, man. But yeah, the moment you start to exemplify who you really are, that's when they're gonna have problems with you. Dang, it's a whole bunch of spider webs up here. I'm back. As soon as you try to express yourself, that's when they're gonna have problems with you. So that's why I say I would rather be hated than loved. Now you might say, left side, it's benefits for being loved. And to that I would say you are right. Because you get a lot of perks that comes with the love that comes from the HPB. You get to walk around undisturbed. You get jobs, you get job benefits. I understand. But with all of that, with all of those perks and accommodations that comes with being accepted, the dark side to it is the torturing feeling when you're around them. You know it's torturous when you go into the bathroom by yourself and then you exhale. You exhale. You be like, wow, man, I'm happy I'm from around them people. Then when you go back out amongst them, you got to put on this clown suit. You got to put on this clown suit. That's the worst feeling in the world. Knowing that you are selling, I wouldn't say selling yourself out, but knowing that you are surrounded by HPBs and that at any moment you can say one word that can trigger a landmine explosion inside of them that will make them turn against you. It's like you walking on pins and needles when you're around HPBs. So how can one find comfort in those type of situations? That's a torturing situation. How I know? Because I've been there before. I've been there before. You can barely sleep at night. Because you dread waking up in the morning knowing you got to go right back amongst them. Now, let's talk about why I would rather be hated and the benefits that come with being hated. You might say, how can there be benefits from being hated? Okay, I'll tell you. Now, here go the benefits. Number one, you don't have to fake the funk. See, once you go ahead, once they hate you, it's like you ever been in a breakup with someone, and then everything you was feeling, it just comes out. You just start calling them names, and then everything that you hated about them, you just start saying it to their face because the relationship is over with. So at that point, it's no need to beat around the bush. You just let them have it like an automatic. There's no need to beat around the bush. And then you be like, fuck you, and they be like, fuck you. And then the cover is blown. Now, sometimes you might make up and apologize, but if it's a HPB, it's no making up. So it's best if they hate you, because when they hate you, you can go ahead and say what it is that you feel without no cut. Just give it to them raw. Tell them how it is. And at that moment, you just won't be the one uncomfortable around them. When they get around you, they gonna know it's beef. So you know what time it is. So I'm saying, one of the perks for being hated is you get to be your real self. You don't gotta hold back your words. You feel what I'm saying? Second thing, you get to find out who your enemies are. It's safer when you know who your enemies are versus having a lot of fake friends around you. You ever heard the saying, keep your, it goes like something, keep your friends closer than your enemies, or keep your enemies closer than your friends. Anyway, you get my point. What it means is, when they know that you are not on the same page with them, those who were once perpetrating like they were your friends, they was your friends, but they wasn't friends with the real you. The real you, like we was talking about at the beginning of this video. Like when you know, but they don't know you know. And you know what I'm talking about when I say you know. I'm talking about the HPB realm. Once they find out that you know about the HPB realm, they will turn against you. So, yes, I would rather be hated. I would rather be hated because it's a beautiful feeling knowing that when you come out the closet and they hate you, guess what? The HPB, he also comes out of the closet. It's no more secrets in the secret wars. So when they hate you, they have identified themselves and you have identified yourself. It's no longer a secret war. It's no longer a secret war at that point. It's now out in the open. So it's benefits to it with being hated. You know, then you know who not to fuck with. It makes things easier. Now, you might say, well, what about being an illusion to the illusion? Well, that's true as well. But see, when it comes to this HPB lifestyle, everything has to be done in perfect balance. You have to embrace the ones who hate you. You have to embrace the ones who giving you fake love. And you gotta embrace those who just walking by. Scenery, basically. And you, within all of that, you gotta be the one in the middle. You gotta play all of this up here in your mind. This is where it's at. The secret wars. So if they hate you, just know when someone hates you, that's a form of freedom. Freedom of what? Freedom of expression, meaning you can say whatever you want to say to them at that point. Because when someone hates you, it's no reservation in what you say to them. Just like they don't have no reservation in what they say to you. Just like in a war. You on a battlefield with the enemy and he's aiming a gun at you and you aiming a gun back at him, it's no reservation with what you're going to say to that person. How can you reserve what you're going to say to a person who you're about to pull a trigger on? You get what I'm saying? It's no reservation. It's nothing to hold back. You about to take this person's life? It's nothing to hold back. So when you look at it from a human prison bar perspective, it's the same way, except no guns are involved. But I'm just saying, in a spiritual warfare way of looking at it, it's no holding back. No reservation. You call them out for what they are. Just like them HPB killer t-shirts. Call them out for what they are. You can say it. Don't bite your tongue. It's freedom in being hated. It's misery in the company of fake love. And I won't even go into that. The deeper thinkers can understand what I'm saying. It's freedom in being hated, but it's misery in the company of fake love. And with that, this is Left Side of the Brain signing out. Hope y'all got something out of this. I know it's been a minute, but fuck that. Y'all know this channel is underground. That's what y'all asked for since day one. Y'all said, Left Side, don't ever go commercial. Keep it grimy. I said, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I could easily make this channel have a studio look with a backdrop. Cause I was thinking about that the other day. Purchasing a microphone, put some posters up in the background. But I was like, you know what? The Jags, they like this raw, out in the public type appeal to my channel. And that's why since day one, I never put too many graphics on my channel. I never gave it that commercial look. Cause y'all know me from this right here. This how y'all know Left Side. Y'all just know me from the dude with the mask, with the regular, Nike shirts, hat to the back. Y'all just know me like Left Side, a secret ninja walking around in society. And that's how I keep my channel, But tell me what y'all think about in this video. Leave your comments below. And this is Left Side of the Brain signing out. Jaguars up, HPB's down. Shout outs to the United Souls Network. I love saying that. I love the new channel name. So yeah, this is Left Side of the Brain signing out.